The Kinahan Cartel, or the Reign of Terror, finally has come to an end, and that's such a great relief. The internet is buzzing with the recent downfall of the billion-dollar Kinahan Cartel, which became well known in recent years for its far-reaching consequences causing terror in the entire mass of the world, for their participation in both organized crime and international drug trafficking. Their journey started in Europe and reached as far as Amsterdam, where they made their way into the city's criminal underworld. But when Dutch police launched a significant operation to dismantle the cartel's operations, their reign of terror was abruptly put to an end. And in today's video, we are going to reveal the actual reason for the bust as we delve more deeply into the narrative and learn the real story behind the dissolution of one of the most notorious criminal enterprises in history. So are you ready for this interesting investigation? Come on, buckle up and get your coffee ready. This will leave you on the edge of your seat. Although the Kinahan Empire's collapse may have seemed abrupt, it has been anticipated long since the gang's associated boxing businesses started operating in continents outside Europe. The Kinahan gang has been dealing with blows since the US sanctioned them, according to investigative journalist Nicola Tallant, the author of the book Clash of the Clans, which is about the Kinahans. The Vice World News said that it was quite a big mistake of the Kinahans to go to America with the boxing business, and that it has been blowing after blow for the Kinahan gang since the time the US sanctioned them. It was also said that the arrest warrant for McGovern was a major setback for Daniel Kinahan on a personal level. McGovern, his mentor, was there with him from the beginning, and it also implies that Daniel Kinahan himself is one step closer to them. 3 suspected members of the Kinahan cartel were smoked out of their Amsterdam hideaway, thanks to a cigarette. The Kinahans are accused of running a murderous criminal gang comparable to the Camorra in Italy or Los Zetas in Mexico. As the law catches up with them, it appears their ties to big match boxing could be their undoing. Daniel Kinahan was at the top of his game, living it up in a luxury apartment at the Palm Jumeirah Resort in Dubai. The boxing-loving Irish gangster had just been name-checked 3 times by heavyweight champion Tyson Fury in a viral video clip. What's for sure is that the Kinahans were rattled like never before. But why did it take the authorities so long to act with such concerted effort? And how was Daniel Kinahan allowed to infiltrate the world of sport to such a powerful degree despite being a super cartel criminal? Ironically, Daniel Kinahan's ceaseless desire to be a top boxing figure and his refusal to stay in the shadows appear to have quickened the downfall of the criminal outfit built by his father in Dublin in the 1980s. A few days back, the Irish Sun revealed new facts about the operation that resulted in the arrest of 2 Limerick men and a Dublin native. Dutch cops had been watching all 3 of them, thanks to information from the Gardaí's Drugs and Organized Crime Bureau. Detectives began their investigation after knowing that the 3 Kinahan associates were planning cocaine shipments while they resided in the Dutch capital. After being located, the group was kept under constant observation for a period of 6 weeks on a 24-hour basis. Officers quickly found the trio's base they were looking for, and the ones the suspects met within a beautiful, decorated, lavish apartment. Cops with the suspects after swooping in Amsterdam. They established that the door of the plush Amsterdam pad was heavily fortified and bomb-proof. Detectives also figured out how the door had a whole 13 locking points in a bid to prevent any sort of rival gangs or cops from barging in. The elite unit, Dienst Speciaal Interventions, was strictly ordered to move and follow the suspects once one of them left the apartment on the day of the raid. And as a gang member opened the door to light up a cigarette, damn, the cops swooped in. There was no way they could escape now, and it was about to be their end. Convicted criminal Willie O'Brien is led away. A source claimed that the apartment door was so heavily fortified that it would have taken a lot of explosive to blow it and break into the house. Because of whichever master plans were going on inside, the door was constructed in such a way to keep the authorities and their enemies out and to protect and shield their future plans from getting exposed. The armed forces waited outside the door patiently, and no sooner did one of them wide open the door, the forces barged in. The 3 Irishmen and 5 other people were then taken into custody. They were caught as they went for a cig break. A picture of the Irish citizens could also be recovered where they were seen in handcuffs. The video, which was uploaded on the Dutch website Dumpert, clearly depicts senior Dutch police loading 4 of the guys into unmarked automobiles. All 8 were kept in jail post that day. We can confirm that the man being led away while wearing a blindfold is convicted felon Willie O'Brien. Officers seized a stash of cash. The part-time taxi driver escaped a death trap 3 years ago when a gunman set his house on fire. In Beachfield Rise, Cloney, West Dublin, the 35-year-old was shot right in front of his spouse and his 3-year-old kid. O'Brien opened the front door in response to the shooter's knock, but quickly shut it after seeing the gun. O'Brien was shot 3 times by the hitman's bullets that passed through the glass panels. He sustained injuries to his hand, shoulder, and stomach, but recovered completely. After serving as a prisoner for 3 years behind bars as a result of producing cannabis worth €325,000, O'Brien, who is from Dublin's South Inner City, was finally released in October 2013. Additionally, 2 offenders from Limerick were apprehended, one of whom had given the Criminal Assets Bureau a lump sum of €600,000 in 2014. O'Brien is a reliable cartel lieutenant, according to a source. After being shot in 2014, he fled to Gorey in County Wexford, where he lived in a caravan out of fear for the rest of his life. Gardaí believed he was targeted after a drugs and weapon shipment went wrong. Drugs were also seized. Since the shooting, he has been staying in Holland and Spain. O'Brien, currently in a relationship with the mother of a well-known Irish model, was also best friends with the 25-year-old Christopher Bouncer Hutch before he passed away from a drug overdose in 2003. The cops were reported to have seized 175 kilos of cocaine, cannabis, cash, computers, encrypted phones, and €3 million worth of Bitcoin during the Dutch raid. They have also taken €100,000 from a safe in the apartment. A close associate of Kinahan Cartel gangster Liam Byrne has been arrested in Amsterdam. The Dublin man is always a key and a priority target for the Drugs and Organized Crime Bureau because of being a mob enforcer. A second individual from the capital who was detained by the cops is thought to be a low-level gang member. When police raided a cafe in the city center of Dutch, a man from the UK was also taken into custody. The Dublin man is a gang enforcer and a top target for the Bureau on Drugs and Organized Crime. An additional man from the capital, who is thought to be a low-level gang member, was also arrested. Cops raided a cafe in the center of the Dutch city and detained another man from the UK. A fourth individual, who was lifted, is also being sought after by police. The arrests happened 4 days later after a partygoer left Smokey's Cafe in Rembrandt Square and reported to the police outside that 4 guys had pulled a gun on a man. A source commented on the arrest of the Kinahan gang member, saying, "This is a significant arrest in Holland and once again shows the international criminal links involving members of the cartel." So, what do you think? Is this the end of the Kinahan Cartel, or would there be a severe comeback to this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this channel by clicking the thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Click on the bell icon to receive notifications when we upload new videos to the channel. Thank you for watching.